Oh no. Is it Joe Budden? Was it this podcast?
Nah, watching his point being proven in real time was wild.
A lot about women. I think I learned exactly how the fall of man occurred in the Garden of Eden. Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden, and Adam said one day, wow, Eve, here we are at one with nature, at one with God. We'll never age, we'll never die. And all our dreams come true the instant that we have them. And Eve said, yeah, it's just not enough, is it?
No. That's not funny.
I was just waiting for more.
So that was kind of his point.
Oh, God.
That's kind of what he was saying.
Oh no.
All right, here we go, sitting on this all bench of life, just like I'm waiting for a bus that might never show up, watching the world spin round like a top on a kitchen table. Life's funny, ain't it? 1 minute you're eating shrimp and running cross-country, and the next you're watching a video clip on the internet that's got folks laughing and arguing and proving points faster than you can peel a potato. Now, I ain't one for fancy talk, but I reckon I got a story to tell 'bout destiny, 'bout laughing, and 'bout that time I saw a fella clowning another fella, or maybe it was a lady on account of not getting a joke. And let me tell you, it's like watching a chicken try to figure out why the road's worth crossing. Spoiler, sometimes there ain't no reason, but you laugh anyway. So picture me just sitting there, scrolling through this thing called the internet, which is like a big all library where everybody's talking at once and nobody's listening. I stumble on this video, and there's this fella, let's call him Joe, 'cause that's what folks were hollering, and he's going to town, poking fun at somebody who didn't catch the punchline of a joke. Now, I ain't saying who it was, 'cause names don't matter much when you're talking about the human condition, but let's just say this person was trying to keep up, and Joe was having a field day like a fox in a henhouse. The whole thing was wild, like watching a ping-pong match where one player's using a frying pan. Now, as a liberal-minded fella, just trying to see the good in everybody like Mama always said to do, I got to thinking. This whole scene, this laughing and clowning, it's like a mirror held up to life itself. Destiny's got a funny way of talking us places we didn't expect, don't it? 1 minute you're minding your own business, maybe trying to understand a joke, and the next you're the butt of one with folks pointing and laughing like you just tripped over your own shoelaces. And I reckon that's what got me reflecting. 'Cause life's like that. You don't always get the joke, but you keep on walking, hopping, the next one makes sense. I remember back when I was a boy, sitting on the porch with Mama, and she'd say, life's like a box of chocolates, you never know what you're gonna get. Well, that video was like opening a chocolate and finding a nut you didn't expect. Crunchy, surprising, and maybe a little hard to chew. Joe's out there talking fast, throwing jabs like he's in a boxing ring, and the other person's just standing there, looking like they missed the bus and don't know where it went. And the crowd, oh, the crowd's eating it up, laughing like they're at a county fair watching a pig chase a greased-up watermelon. But me, I'm sitting there thinking, ain't this just the way of the world? See, from where I'm sitting, being liberal means trying to understand folks, even when they're swinging and missing. It's like watching somebody try to dance to a song they don't know the beat to. You don't laugh to be mean, you laugh 'cause it's human. And that's what this whole podcast kerfuffle reminded me of. Joe's out there playing the part of the jester, pointing out that somebody didn't get the joke, and it's like he's holding up a sign that says, we're all fools sometimes. Ain't nobody perfect, and destiny's got a way of reminding us of that, whether we're ready for it or not. Now let's talk about destiny for a minute, 'cause that's the real star of this show. Destiny's like a river flowing where it wants, and you're just a leaf floating along, hopping you don't get caught on a rock. Watching that video, I got to thinking about how we all end up in these moments where we're either the one laughing or the one being laughed at. And it ain't 'cause we planned it. No, sir. It's just destiny doing its thing like a dog chasing its tail. You don't know why it's happening, but you can't look away. I reckon Joe didn't wake up that morning thinking, I'm gonna make somebody look silly on a podcast today. And I bet the other person didn't think, I'm gonna miss a joke and have the whole internet talking about it. But that's how it goes. Life's like a game of checkers. You make your move, but sometimes the board flips over and you're left picking up the pieces. And when I saw that clip with all the laughing and the point proving, it was like watching destiny play a prank on everybody involved. Ain't that just the way? Now, being a liberal fella, I try to see both sides. I ain't just laughing at the person who didn't get the joke, 'cause I've been there. Lord knows I've stood in a room full of folks chuckling at something I didn't understand, feeling like a fish trying to climb a tree. But I also get why Joe's out there, swinging his words like a lasso, trying to rope in a laugh. He's doing what comes natural, macking hay while the sun's shining. And the folks watching, they're just along for the ride, like kids on a hay wagon, hollering and pointing at the show. But here's where it gets deep, like a well you can't see the bottom of. That whole scene with the clowning and the laughing, it's like a little piece of the Garden of Eden, ain't it? Not the real one, mind you, but the idea of it. You got folks living their lives, trying to make sense of things, and then something happens, a joke, a jab, a moment, and it's like the apple gets bit and everybody's naked, laughing or crying or both. I heard somebody in that video talking about Adam and Eve, saying how Eve wanted more even when she had it all. And I reckon that's true for all of us. We're always looking for more laughs, more understanding, more moments where we're the ones in on the joke. But destiny? Oh, destiny don't care about what you want. It's like a cook in a diner slapping down a plate of whatever's on the menu and you just gotta eat it. Sometimes it's a big all slice of humble pie, like when you miss a joke and the whole world's laughing. Other times it's a heaping helping of confidence, like when you're the one macking everybody else chuckle. Either way, you don't get to pick the meal. You just gotta take a bite and keep on going. Now, I ain't saying Joe was right or wrong for clowning like he did. That's not my place. I'm just a fella sitting on a bench watching the world go by, trying to make sense of it all. But I will say this, laughing is a funny thing. It's like a sneeze, you don't always know it's common, but when it does, it feels good even if it makes a mess. And that video, it was a big all sneeze of a moment with everybody reacting in their own way. Some folks were laughing like hyenas, some were shacking their heads, and me, I was just sitting there thinking about how life's got a way of suppressing you. See, as a liberal, I believe in giving folks the benefit of the doubt. Maybe the person who missed the joke was just having an off day. Maybe they were thinking about something else, like a bill that needs paying or a dog that needs feeding. Or maybe they just don't think Joe's as funny as he thinks he is. And that's okay. The world's big enough for all kinds of folks, ones who get the joke, ones who don't, and ones who are too busy living to care either way. But destiny's got a way of throwing us all together, like ingredients in a gumbo, and the result's always a little spicy, a little messy, and a whole lot of human. I remember one time back when I was running across America, I stopped at a diner in some little town, don't even remember the name. There was this fella telling a joke to the waitress, something about a cow and a tractor, and she just stared at him like he was speaking Chinese. He kept on laughing, trying to explain it, but she just walked away, shaking her head. And I thought, that's life right there. Sometimes you're the fella telling the joke, sometimes you're the one walking away, and sometimes you're just the guy eating a burger, watching it all unfold. But no matter who you are, destiny's got you in its sights, ready to throw you a curveball when you least expect it. That's what that video reminded me of. It was like a snapshot of the human race, all wrapped up in a few minutes of laughing and clowning. Joe's out there playing the part of the trickster, poking fun at somebody who didn't see the punchline coming. The crowd's roaring like they're at a rodeo watching a clown dodge a bull. And me, I'm just sitting there thinking about how we're all trying to find our place in this big all world, hopping, we're the ones laughing at the end of the day.